Hey guys, this is Rachel Feldman. I want to introduce you to the Healthy Hustle podcast. So you may be asking, what is Healthy Hustle about? Just let me tell you a little about myself. I became a health coach over 9 years ago. I came from commercial real estate, created multiple six-figure businesses, also worked for a developer and was doing condo conversions. So I've been an entrepreneur always. I've always had my own business. But what happened, like many of you guys, is you had a health issue. You're looking for a solution. And either the system failed you, you were misdiagnosed. And that was a lot of my story, like many of you. Well, let's fast forward to business, because if you want to hear the whole story, go to rachelafeldman.com. You can see all the fun things like Lyme and being told I would never get pregnant and all that stuff. But what matters is this, that just like in health, there is not this one magic bullet. There's not this one book. There's not this just one solution, because we as people are so different. So that brings me to this podcast. This podcast is about everything you don't hear, all the behind the scenes, also the strategies that you often don't hear, because it's the person who didn't use Facebook ads, did grassroots marketing, built their business from the ground up, just like I did. I had not a good website. I didn't even know how to connect a PayPal button to a sales page. I didn't know how to do funnels. I didn't know how to do automation. I didn't know how to do anything, but my deepest why to help, to empower people like myself with autoimmune, with families who are struggling even with that autoimmune, digestive dysbiosis and food allergies and all the stuff that comes with that didn't stop me. So this podcast is all about teaching you simple strategies to build your business, because people know me for that grassroots marketing. They know me for not editing videos from day one. If you go to YouTube, you will see videos from so long ago, and I never edited them because I wanted other coaches who were in the same position as I was. They didn't have money for a virtual assistant. They didn't come to the table with like a fancy website. They came with their passion. They came with their knowledge. And that is why this podcast is so vital for you. So let me just cover a few things we're going to be, diving into. I am going to be bringing on health coaches, wellness coaches, hormone coaches, life coaches, people who have built their business and there was a struggle and they didn't quit, and they're going to give you their action steps on what they did, which is essential, because truth is we learn from each other and there's not this one way of building a business. So mythbuster number one that I always talk about is some people will think online is easy and they will go right for it, and then they will feel defeated. They will feel sad. They'll feel, like I just can't get it. Some of you guys are not meant to just go online right away. You haven't built trust. It's very difficult to go and try to market a program when you just started. So I teach a different system for what I call trust building, for what I call the low offer building, to what I see this theme of just high ticket. You can get there. I have coaches who are on this podcast who you will hear who couldn't even sell one detox program and now has a thriving business, thriving membership. You will hear from coaches who couldn't even do automation, couldn't even sell programs, had a tough time, and now they're doing only high ticket and retreats. So what's to be expected? You're going to learn about niche. And I wrote it down just so I could show you specifically why you need to be here and tell you. Niche. This is the biggest problem I see with everyone. We jump right in. We only think of our own story. Niche and avatar work is a process. It's you understanding the hero journey. So we're going to define what is the hero journey. I'm going to help you take steps to understanding how you own your story, let go of imposter syndrome. Because you can hear from people, I had X amount of success, but you want to know, what were some of the struggles you had in the beginning and how did you get over them, right? Otherwise, we just stay in the same place. You're going to hear on how to nail down your target audience, how to create multiple messages, because it isn't just I help people who are struggling with 1, 2, 3, so they never feel ABC. Those days of that simple elevator pitch are over. We live in a world of what? Many coaches, fitness coaches, life coaches, health coaches, functional medicine, chiropractor, nutritionist. There's so many different people. The goal is to have you stand apart, to have you separate yourself from the rest, because you're sharing something unique. You've developed your step-by-step system. A signature business isn't just about a program that defines you. It's your brand message, your vision, what you desire in the world, how you wished when you experienced 1, 2, 3, what would have been there that would have helped you. So it's also copywriting and branding and this bigger vision that has people follow you. It's not just sign up for my option freebie, which is why you're going to hear from some of the top copywriters that I've worked with, but also ones that are going to give you steps and strategies so that you don't feel overwhelmed and you don't not get clients. We're also going to talk about how to make money offline, how to make money online. I call this the 6-step income process, meaning on your site, and this doesn't mean network marketing, we need to have different financial opportunities on your site so that if somebody can't afford you, where are you going to? So I'm going to be deep diving into how do you make money all the time, online and offline. I'm also going to be diving in, and this is something I do not see anywhere, and I wish somebody would have laid this out. When does the digital market have dips? How do politics and the economy affect that? And what is a strategy for you when that happens? Because if you don't have your backup plan, or you don't have a plan for the next 90 days, Q1, Q2, 3, 4, you're going to always feel like you're scrambling. We're also going to talk about a work with me page. I abandoned a model that was taught to me, and it was a game changer. So I'm going to take you step by step through how to do that, and also how to use done for you content, done for you programs, done for you courses in like 5 different ways. The whole goal is you save time. You spend more time talking to people, getting them on the phone, testing to see what your ideal client is struggling with and what they need. I always say test before you invest. And that could even be a beta test program. So that's why we're going to be hearing from speakers who are course creators, hearing from speakers who are publicity people, hearing from speakers who are going to lessen the overwhelm so you can do what? You can coach. You can show up. You can get over the fear of what should I say. We're also going to be talking about grassroots marketing. Many of you don't have the money for Facebook ads or Google ads or Instagram ads. There's so many social media platforms, Pinterest ads. So I want to talk to you about how I built my business and built my list with no paid ads. And this is a very simple process. If you can nail down this process, this is what we call rinse and repeat, meaning that you're going to be able to use this always, no matter at the infancy of your business, at that next stage, and also up leveling. We're also going to be talking about things like how do you not get drowned in your financial overhead? It's a big thing I hear about. And it's one of the reasons I have seen some even 6-7 figure earners quit their business. Or I've even seen coaches who say, I was able to get some people to that program, or I was able to get clients, but it's not enough for my overhead. We will be going over funnels. Easy funnels, I call this the whole business funnel. And then we will be also explaining email marketing, the digital space. Even if you work offline, where are you finding your potential clients? We will be deep diving into things like, how do you JV? What were the steps that you took to pitch? These are what I call foundational things, but too often we jump what? To the $10,000 mastermind. We jump to the quick fix solution. Yet we tell our clients there is no quick fix solution. So please take a step back, understand that we will be deep diving into these areas that you desperately need for your business in order for you to get clients, get seen, get known, get hired, and most importantly, have your ideal client and your niche identify with you and know what to offer them. So often I see coaches and they say this to me. Oh, I hired a business coach. They're doing a Facebook ad and a funnel. And I say, what is your niche? And they're like, oh, I don't know. We haven't talked about that yet. I think if people like Marie Forleo tell you that your niche and your avatar and your message is vital, or people like Ryan Dice, or many of the people who I have followed my entire business, like James Wedmore, Amy Porterfield, I don't think these people are telling you things that are inaccurate. So we will be deep diving also into people that I follow, that I watch, that I learn from, that aren't even in the health and wellness field. But these are people that have dedicated their entire life to marketing. At the end of the day, you are your walking business card. Whether you're at a cocktail party, a market, a PTA meeting, you need to be able to flow in that conversation. And that is why this podcast is going to show you that so much of what you see in the digital, like, I launched from the beach. Well, they launched from the beach because they have a team, or they worked hard to get that to be automated, but still, who's answering issues if somebody can't download or access their materials? They have a team. So I want to speak to not only you, the solo entrepreneur, but to the coach who is ready to up level and take their business to a next level with downsells and cross sells and upsells. But guess what, new coach? You can do that too, because the whole idea is you leave your 9 to 5 job. The whole goal is what? You're able to change people's lives and you feel confident about it. Most of all, what we're going to be talking about, and you're going to hear from this from different service providers, speakers, influencers, health coaches of every different niche, is how they got to where they are now. And also, what were some of the things that they wish they would have known? Sometimes we step back and we think, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. No, you should. You were meant to do this. Everyone has a story. Everyone is here, not just with passion. And please, guys, this is some of the reasons I'm doing this podcast. Don't just say, I want to help people feel healthy. We want to get specific. We want to help you nail down that niche so that person who sees a Facebook post gets pulled in. They get pulled in to a blog. They click on your call to action, whether it's leading them to a free group, a strategy session, a video, a webinar, an opt-in freebie, a workshop, anything. There is always a way to make money in this profession. I hear so many people losing opportunities left and right because they are being taught a one-stop shop method. That's not what coaching is about. The most successful business people say 6 streams of income. Doesn't mean that, again, you're in 6 different network marketing. This is about buyer avatar personality. This is also about their financial ability to hire you. So please sit there and think about the times that somebody has said, I really would love to work with you, but I don't have the money. Did you have an offer? Did you have a do-it-yourself? Do you have a group? Do you have a membership? Do you have an opportunity that you can still help them because you know at the end of the day, your heart hurts for that person. It's hard to see people in pain because you've either been there or you've witnessed somebody in pain, and you're like, enough is enough. So the biggest thing I want you to get from this podcast, and why you're going to want to subscribe and tune in, are these nuggets for you to implement into your business to decrease overwhelm. Also, time savers, such as, how do you plan your week? I wish somebody would have taught me this. How do you plan your week so that you don't feel overwhelmed? And also, so you have time to slow down and go within, and also create. It's very hard to create a post. It's very hard to show up for live when you're tired. So that's why I'm going to take you through what I call like the healthy planner, content planning. And that's why I brought on people that I thought, man, I would have loved to have listened to this person in the infancy of my business, or even as I was up leveling, or even now, because guess what, guys? They're the same problems. We're all in any business trying to figure out, how do we save money? How can we learn to be empowered and do things ourselves? We're also trying to always figure out, how can I optimize, reuse content? And most importantly, figure out that signature opt-in freebie, your signature freebies, your signature workshops, the webinars that people are dying to come to. So there's a lot that we're going to cover. Let me just tell you a little about my story, who I am, and why I am so qualified to sit here and talk to you about building a business and the problems that I had. Year one, I made $13,000, pay for one child in Montessori. And I know that's good for some people, but year two, I doubled that. Great. 2 kids in Montessori. I, a million times over, wanted to quit and go back to commercial real estate. I would look at my phone and say, okay, thank goodness I have XYZ's number, because I am just going to go pitch myself and say, guys, she's back. But I didn't want to. I knew that the health issues that I'd experienced, the emotional toxicity, the negative Nelly thoughts, some of the anxiety, the perfectionism, the feeling like I was never enough, all of that stuff that had haunted me in my life, and also the health issues. Ulcer, asthma, life support, heavy metals, liver toxicity, adrenal fatigue, issues getting pregnant, hormonal issues, digestive issues, colitis, then ulcerative colitis. That was really fun. And then birthing babies that were toxic. That led me to go to the first school that I attended. When I was in school, I said, there's got to be this piece. It's not just all these diets. I mean, this is like overwhelming because we've gotten so far away from the basics. So I had to sit back, and that was what propelled me to go to my detox school number 1. Then the second, level 1 and level 2, and then the third school. I think I've been to a total of 4 detox schools, because I knew at the root of everything, per even the work of some of the mentors that I look up to, Liz Lipsky, Ann Louise Gittleman, Paul Pitchford, Chris Kressler, Josh Axe, Kimberly Schneider, Linda Page. The list goes on of people who I have pulled from, is that at the end of the day, it's this toxic overload. So I dedicated my life to figuring out how to help myself, my husband, my kids, how to teach and empower. I'm a coach. I'm not here to make a claim or a diagnosis. I'm here to teach and empower, and to educate people that what they see and hear on the TV or read in magazines, or this one magic bullet solution, didn't work for me, and it probably isn't going to work for them, which is why we live in a world of autoimmune, mystery illness, chronic illness. I hate these words. Those words to me are like curse words. Things have to change. And if you can't get your business off the ground, how's it going to change? I don't know. We stay spiritually sick. We stay emotionally sick. We watch things get worse. We watch disease on the rise. We watch spiritual disease on the rise, emotional toxicity, sadness, all of the things. And so the healthy hustle is about how to build your business without feeling frantic, with clarity. Clarity equals conviction. Conviction equals conversion. And that is exactly what you're going to learn from me. How to show up, even if you're scared. What to talk about, even when you say, oh, I don't have a story and I don't know what people are going to say. No, stop. I'm going to teach you the very things that I wish I would have known day one. But luckily, I saved literally like dollars each week because I didn't have the money. We had lost our business in the crash of the economy, like many people. And I had a choice. Go back to commercial real estate because for the first time in my life, I said, okay, I had babies. I'm going to go and do something for myself for a year and take like pottery classes and art classes. And then I got hit with some news, but it was a game changer. And thank goodness it happened because it propelled me into starting this business. I had just graduated from school when I was told, we've lost everything. So I started this business and I knew nada, nothing. I had been in a digital e-marketing business, commercial real estate, but those times we didn't need websites. We were our walking business card. So to wrap this all up, it's your why. It's your clarity. It's who you want to work with. It's what you talk about all the time. And so getting clear on that, it's not just the perfect ad. It's not just the perfect funnel. I've seen people spend $10,000, $25,000, $50,000, $100,000, and they don't have clients. This is about getting clear on what you want to say to the world, opening your heart, having clarity with your message, being clear with your conviction. I created this because I work with people who struggle with, because nobody deserves to feel 1, 2, 3. It's really getting in to that avatar's mind, your ideal client. What is he or she struggling with? What do they desire? And not just to feel healthy. What is that wake up problem? Their biggest fear in life. So that is what you can expect and even more. I will be also doing what I call breakout sessions. I will be bringing on coaches to do some laser coaching. I will also be showing you short podcast videos into audios on steps you can take so that you could even be drinking your favorite morning. Mine is a biohacking coffee with some chaga for immune boosting, but so that you can take action right even after that and say, I'm going to go implement exactly what Rachel said. I am going to be able to listen to this while I work out and go home and implement this exact strategy for building authority. I'm going to implement this exact strategy, test this out because I've seen it work for Rachel and I've seen it work for many of her clients. I've worked with people who have gone brick and mortar to now fully online. I've worked with coaches who brick and mortar and wanted to do a launch and said, and their first launch was 5-figure launch, and we went to a multiple 6-figure. Not everyone has those launches, but I will tell you, the people that do, it's not because they just showed up once. They show up consistently. They work. They consistently share. They share their truth. They share a message. They share a solution. They share the pain, the truth, a message, a solution, and they lead them to a call to action. They build trust. They build trust. They build trust. So if you're not making money, or you want to make more money, or you're a brand new coach, guess what? The Healthy Hustle is the place for you to be, because it's going to give you strategies and solutions so you don't feel lost, tired, or want to quit. My name is Rachel Feldman. I'm the proud creator of the Done For You programs for coaches like you, anybody in the wellness business. You can find that information at yourhealthcoachbiz.com. Of course, you can subscribe to the podcast at rachelafeldman.com. That's where we're going to have all the podcast links. Stay tuned for everything that I talked about, because it is going to be off the chart. Anyway, I look forward to supporting you guys, and I hope that you have an amazing day, an amazing month, quarter, everything. And that's going to happen because, boom, we are going to help you. All right, guys, I'm going to peace out, and I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.